Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. General Hospital spoilers are buzzing louder than ever, and the name that has fans on the edge of their seats is Lois Cerullo. After years of waiting and endless speculation, Rena Sofer is finally back in Port Charles, and the big question is why. The return of Lois isn't just a casual drop-in. It's carefully planned, story-driven, and packed with layers that the writers are ready to peel back slowly. Her reappearance isn't about nostalgia alone. It's about shaking up current dynamics, exploring unfinished business, and putting her at the center of storylines that will ripple through the canvas for months. The spoilers point toward 3 clear reasons for Lois's comeback, and if you've followed the show long enough, you know each reason could be explosive in its own way. The first reason centers on family, because Lois has always been about loyalty to the people she loves, and there's no denying that her bond with Brooklyn is driving her return. For months, Brooklyn has been caught between doing the right thing for herself and the constant interference of people who think they know better. Her work at Deception, her relationship with Chase, her attempts to prove herself, it's been one challenge after another. And Lois, as fans remember, is not the type of woman to sit back while her daughter struggles. She may not always get involved in subtle ways, but when she shows up strong. Rena Sofer's portrayal always gave Lois a no-nonsense, sharp-witted energy, the kind of mother who can see through excuses and get to the heart of the matter. Brooklyn has needed that grounding force for a while now. She's been making mistakes, yes, but her heart is in the right place. Lois could be the push she needs to regain her footing. And beyond support, Lois's presence also highlights a generational theme the writers are leaning into, daughters repeating the mistakes of their mothers, or in some cases, rewriting history in their own favor. Lois being in town gives Brooklyn a mirror, a chance to see herself reflected in someone who once walked the same messy path of ambition, music, and love. Fans can expect plenty of mother-daughter heart-to-hearts, maybe even some confrontations, because Lois won't sugarcoat the truth. And while Brooklyn may resist at first, deep down she craves that guidance. But, of course, Lois's return can't just be about family warmth. Spoilers strongly suggest another reason for her comeback: unfinished business with the Quartermaines. If there's one family that thrives on drama, manipulation, and endless power struggles, it's the Quartermaines. Lois has history with them that hasn't been fully mined, especially with Ned. Their past relationship, their shared parenting of Brooklyn, and the way their lives have splintered over the years, it's fertile ground for conflict. Ned has been through identity crises, memory lapses, and the kind of Quartermaine feuding that never truly ends. Lois returning now feels perfectly timed, especially given how disjointed the family has become. She may be back to remind Ned of who he used to be, to reconnect him with the parts of his life he's buried under corporate battles and endless family squabbles. Fans have already been speculating about scenes where Lois calls out Ned, perhaps reminding him that beneath all the boardroom strategies and ELQ schemes, he's still a father and a man who once knew what really mattered. Lois has always had that power over him. She cuts through the nonsense. Their interactions could reignite sparks, or at least stir up emotions he thought were long gone. Olivia may find herself watching closely, because anytime an old flame re-enters the picture, jealousy and insecurity aren't far behind. Even if Lois has no intention of rekindling romance, just her presence in Ned's orbit is enough to shake Olivia's sense of security. And the Quartermaines thrive on tension like this, which makes it perfect soap material. The third reason for Lois's comeback ties directly into the broader canvas of Port Charles, business and deception. The fashion world storyline with Deception has been bubbling for months, with lawsuits, betrayals, and shifting alliances. Lois, with her history in the music industry and her sharp business instincts, could easily slide into this world as either a protector or a disruptor. Brooklyn's entanglement with Deception makes Lois naturally invested, and spoilers hint that she may not trust everyone circling her daughter. Maxie, Lucy, Tracy. There are a lot of strong personalities involved, and Lois is more than capable of holding her own against each of them. Viewers know that Tracy in particular won't be pleased to see Lois back. The rivalry between Lois and Tracy is something fans have been waiting to see rekindled. Tracy has always underestimated her, dismissing her as brash or too Brooklyn, But Lois has proven more than once that she can take Tracy down a peg. Their verbal sparring alone is reason enough for excitement. Lois stepping back into that arena could lead to a full-blown war of words and wills, especially if she sees Tracy trying to manipulate Brooklyn for her own gain. Imagine Lois storming into a Quartermaine living room showdown, cutting through all the double talk, and making her presence impossible to ignore. That's the kind of energy the show thrives on, and it's exactly what longtime fans have been craving. Beyond these three central reasons, there are ripple effects that make Lois's return even juicier. Characters who never had the chance to interact with her before now get that opportunity. Think about how someone like Sunny might react to her being back in town. Their shared Brooklyn roots, their old connections. It's easy to imagine scenes where Sunny and Lois fall back into an easy rhythm, trading barbs or reminiscing about old times. Then there's the possibility of Lois becoming entangled in more recent storylines. She could end up crossing paths with Nina, Carly, or even Alexis, women who each have their own complicated histories with the men and families Lois is tied to. The show has endless options to weave her back into the fabric of Port Charles' life. And let's not forget romance. While the main spoilers point to family, Quartermaine drama, and deception chaos, soaps are always about love stories, whether rekindled or brand new. Could Lois find herself drawn to someone unexpected? Could an old flame outside of Ned resurface? With Rena Sofer back, the writers have a powerhouse performer who can play romance, comedy, and high-stakes drama with equal skill. If they want to spark a new pairing, the audience is ready. If they want to tease tension between Lois and Ned, fans will tune in for every scene. The beauty of her return is that it opens so many doors. When you look at the big picture, Lois Cerullo's comeback is about energy. It's about injecting the canvas with a character who doesn't hold back, who speaks her mind, and who isn't afraid to take on anyone, Quartermaine or otherwise. She represents a part of General Hospital's history that fans cherish, but she also brings the potential for fresh, compelling storylines. The spoilers boil down to those three reasons: supporting Brooklyn, stirring up Quartermaine drama, and diving into the deception mess. But around those reasons are countless opportunities for twists, alliances, rivalries, and surprises. Every time Lois walks into a room, you can expect sparks to fly, and that's exactly what keeps daytime viewers hooked. So buckle up, because Rena Sofer's return as Lois isn't just a brief walk down memory lane. It's a carefully crafted move by the writers to shake up Port Charles, to put beloved characters into conflict, and to remind everyone that when Lois Cerullo shows up, nothing stays quiet for long. Spoilers are clear. Her comeback is one of the biggest shakeups in recent memory, and it's only just beginning. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for all of your updates.